Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at something. This actually wasn't the repair bay I was planning, but it's the repair bay we're going to get. Because I was out of paint of the other one. So today I'm going to show you how to do bullet holes. So I got my little drill here, Citadel. All my stuff's Citadel. I think that just makes the best quality everything when it comes to models. Everything seems to be really, really top notch. So we're going to put some bullet holes in the side here. And you just want to line it up and drill it straight through. So now you got that little hole there. Yeah, maybe we do a couple more. I don't want to go through that spot. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I got bullet holes. There you go. Real simple. Now what we're gonna do, we got our iron breaker paint here. It's kind of a metallic color here. Mix it up real quick. Alright. And just get the paintbrush here. Just tiniest little bit. Because, you know, if you are a car and you get shot, it's not going to just make a perfect hole. Just give it a little damage. Trying to mix this paint. I think it's separated a little bit on me. Let's do this again. So just you really want to get the inside of the hole, and then as far as the outside goes, you just make it a little bit. You don't want it perfect either. Because, you know, if you ever have seen what a car looks like, if it actually has a bullet hole, it's not all perfect. It's not. So it's like when the bullet hits, it chips the paint around it. But it's not like massive, nor is it perfect. So there you go. There's a few little bullet holes. Now, because that was super quick and easy, I'm going to show you a different way to do bullet holes. This time we'll take our Citadel razor blade. Now this one you have to be a little bit more careful with. You know, the razor drill, or the drill, I mean, you put it in there and you turn it. You want to do the same thing, but you're basically whittling the plastic away with the razor blade. So you don't want to put too much pressure on it and then have it slip and cut yourself. Trust me. It's actually how I got this scar right here, was cutting off a Ninja Turtle head. My brother made me mad, so I decided to take the head off of one of his toys. Alright, so you just kind of rotate it around. Real easy. And then there you have a hole. Now, the great thing about this, though, is the fact that, one, the hole's never going to be perfect. Because you're not drilling, you're just running a knife in there. You could also take this same technique, and if you want to, make it bigger. So let's do that a few more times up here. You know, maybe he's getting shot with a little higher caliber gun, like doors were, maybe those were 9mm and these are 50 cal. And see how it's all like kind of choppy in there? That's what we're kind of looking for. You know, it's supposed to be perfect. You know, guns don't leave perfect holes. If you ever played with guns, they never do. Sometimes they leave good holes, you know, near perfect holes. Sometimes they don't. So there we go. We got 3 different holes there with the razor blade. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put a little silver in there to make it look like it's damaged. And I'm using more of a... See, this is the detail brush for this because, you know, you don't need it. You don't need the standard brush to get in there. Be a little overkill there. Alright. So now we're just going to take this and paint the inside. That's the important part, like I said. And then just a little bit on the outside. Same thing over here. Make this look like it's kind of going upwards. Yeah, I kind of hit him at a slant. A little bit more paint in there. Let me do this one too. And you don't have to be a master painter to make blotchy paints of silver, so it looks like he's got holes in his chest. Alright, so there's that. But we can do more, can't we? Let's say as he's driving down the road, he scrapes up against something. Something sharp, like, you know, like or somebody had a knife and sliced the side of his car. So you want to do there is take the blade here. Again, you want to be extra careful. Don't cut yourself. Alright, so we carve that piece right there. So now we're going to run the blade down in a slightly different angle. And again, we don't want it perfect. We don't want a perfect line. I mean, unless, of course, you're doing like Wolverine slices. All right. So there we have a slice. Now, that doesn't stand out very well. So what we want to do, again, we'll get the paint. We're just gonna line it in there. Again, not needing it to be perfect. Aside from inside the slice, it can spill out just a little bit on the outside. And I like how this paint is actually a little bit thinner than it should be, but it's giving me the effect that I want it to have. So there you go. There is a scratch. Alright, so we got scratches. We got the 9mm bullet holes. And then we got more of a higher caliber bullet hole. You know, he's looking a little dinged up here. So let's say maybe he, when he was in his car mode, maybe he flipped and rolled over on his top and scraped it up a little bit. So how would you do that? Well, that's easy. You just want to take your paint. This time I am using the standard brush. And we're just going to take the back here and just dry brush a little bit. So it looks like it's been scraped up without it. You know, you don't want to do too much paint on it. So is the red still coming through? we'll do it on the sides of his legs too, because this would be the back of his car too. So just kind of, just here and there. You can do this over the whole car if you want to. Make him look like he's been through the ringer a little bit. Now I'm not good at the cracked glass effect. I've seen some people do an excellent job with cracked glass, but that is something that is not my forte. I'm not good at that, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Because why would I show you something I can't do myself? We're going to give him a little bit more scrapes here. A few on his head. Maybe he's been fighting for a while. Just dry brushing. Oh, we don't want it on the window. You can't be afraid to get a little bit messy here. Yeah, now he looks like he's battle damaged a little bit. Not too bad. Do his shoulders. See, now this is the kind of customizing I don't mind doing on Transformers, because I have a hard time with doing a full paint job on them, because then the paint starts flaking. I try my dye process, and if that doesn't work, then half the time I just kind of give up. But a little battle damage here and there works just fine. Some more on the doors. There you go. Now we're gonna darken up some of those white bits a little bit with some black wash. So this is Bada Black, or however you say that. Some of their names are really freaking weird. And we're just gonna paint it onto his arms. See, it just, again, it's so thin, all it does is really highlight the creases. And if we're going for a battle damage look, that's actually going to work a lot better, because it's going to highlight all those recesses in the white. And also, which, in a way, darkens that white up. So it's not so pristine. Because if you're battle damaged, you're probably not going to look tip-top anymore, I would imagine. And, if some of this paint flakes off in time, because it's not the best, it's not the best paint for permanent. That's why what I was talking about when I was talking about the I don't do the full customized paint figures, because I can make them look really nice and I can make them look really realistic or cartoony, but the problem is can I make that paint stay? And that's where I get my problems from. But this, you'll be just fine, because we're painting spots that aren't going to be moving that much, and if they do move, okay, we're going for a battle damaged look. So it's really not it doesn't matter, because he's gonna look battle damaged anyway. That's what we're going for. So if the paint flakes off a little bit, then it's not gonna change the effect that we have. Do the legs real quick. Put a little too much on that side, so we're gonna try and thin that out a little bit. There we go. And like I said in my last video, we were doing some ink washing. There are tons and tons of different colors of washes. So, you know, if you want to do a red wash, a blue wash, you know, you can do any of those. I'm going to do this. I wasn't going to do this piece, but now that white is standing out really badly. Do a little bit here. Not much recesses to go in. Just trying to darken that white a little bit. And then last but not least, we're going to do his face. So just do a little ink wash and see how it highlighted his mouth like instantaneously. There we go. All right. So that was 16 minutes. That's how long it took me to do that. You know, and I was kind of rushing, and yeah, it's not perfect, but you know, you can see how easy it is to do this kind of customization. Now he looks like he's a little dirty, a little scraped up. You know, certain lights you can see all the scrapes, but you know that's what I was kind of going for. You know, you don't want to overdo it with the scrapes, just enough to make it noticeable in certain lights. If you go too far, then it's gonna start looking like, man, he's really trying to make this thing look scraped up. But if you do it just lightly, then it just kind of has that look of being scraped up. Without, yeah, I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, there you go. I was gonna do blood this week, show you the best way to paint blood, in my opinion. But I was out of the red paint that I needed of that type. I have red paint, but just not the right red paint, if that makes sense. So, said we're gonna do this. So there you go. Battle damage.